You reach for your favorite drink. It's chilled, sweet, and familiar, something you've enjoyed for years. Maybe it's a soda with lunch or a glass of sweet tea while relaxing on the porch. But what if that daily habit is slowly weakening your legs? What if every sip is chipping away at your strength, balance, and freedom to move without pain? If climbing stairs feels harder, if your knees ache more often, or if you find yourself needing to rest sooner than before, it might not be age. It might be what's in your glass. Millions of older adults unknowingly drink something that quietly drains their mobility and increases their fall risk. And by the time it's noticeable, the damage may already be deep. In this video, we're going to uncover the truth behind two of the most common drinks found in nearly every American home. These aren't obscure products or dangerous chemicals. They're everyday beverages that may be silently wearing down your strength and mobility. You'll learn how these drinks impact your muscles, bones, and circulation, and why they're especially risky after the age of 60. But more importantly, you'll discover simple, natural replacements that are easy to enjoy and far better for your health. No extreme changes, no scare tactics, just real practical steps you can take today to protect your legs, your balance, and your independence. Drink number 1. Sugary beverages, the silent saboteur. Let's begin with something familiar, sugary beverages. These drinks show up everywhere. A chilled soda on a sunny day, a tall glass of sweet tea during lunch, or maybe an energy drink when you feel that mid-afternoon slump. They seem harmless, even comforting. But behind the sweetness lies a problem that's more serious than most seniors realize. These beverages, though easy to enjoy, carry a hidden cost that your legs can't afford. Sugary drinks do much more than add calories to your diet. They cause a dramatic spike in blood sugar, which then crashes, leaving you fatigued and drained. But the effect doesn't stop at energy levels. It goes deeper into your muscle fibers, bones, and blood vessels. Chronic sugar intake leads to systemic inflammation. This inflammation damages the tiny components in your muscle cells, specifically the mitochondria, which are responsible for generating energy. When these are compromised, your legs lose their strength and stamina. This process is especially dangerous for seniors because it accelerates a condition called sarcopenia, the natural age-related loss of muscle mass. When paired with high sugar intake, this muscle decline happens faster. Your legs, which are responsible for balance, mobility, and stability, become the first to suffer. You may begin noticing subtle changes. Climbing stairs becomes harder. Walking long distances tires you out faster, or getting up from the couch takes more effort than it used to. There's also the matter of your bones. Most people don't associate sugary drinks with bone health, but the connection is real and dangerous. Many sodas, especially colas, contain phosphoric acid. This compound leaches calcium from your bones, directly weakening their structure. For older adults already facing bone density challenges, this is especially harmful. Studies have shown that seniors who consume sugary sodas regularly have significantly lower bone mineral density than those who don't. That means one small fall could result in a serious fracture that takes months to heal, or worse, permanently limits your ability to walk. Poor circulation is another issue linked to sugary drinks. Excess sugar contributes to stiff arteries, reduced blood flow, and increased risk of peripheral artery disease, PAD. This limits how much oxygen and nutrients your muscles receive, especially in your lower limbs. Without proper circulation, your legs may begin to feel heavy, cold, or numb. You might even experience frequent cramps or tingling. All of these are early warning signs that something in your lifestyle, perhaps that daily soda, is working against your mobility. People often ask, "But I only have one soda a day. Is that really so bad?" The answer is yes. Particularly as we age, even moderate sugar consumption builds up over time. When your body's repair systems slow down with age, every small stressor becomes more significant. That one soda might not have affected you in your 40s, but in your 60s or 70s, it can quietly chip away at your physical strength and function. The silver lining. You don't have to eliminate pleasure to protect your legs. There are simple, enjoyable alternatives that won't cause harm. Try switching to lemon water, refreshing and hydrating. Herbal teas, either hot or cold, can satisfy your craving for flavor without flooding your body with sugar. Even sparkling water with a splash of real fruit juice can mimic the feel of a soda while doing far less damage. It's also important to look out for hidden sugars in so-called health drinks. Vitamin waters, flavored waters, and sports beverages often contain high amounts of added sugar. Just because something is labeled natural doesn't mean it's safe. Reading the label is your best defense. Every sip matters. What you drink affects your muscles, your bones, and your circulation just as much as what's on your plate. If you want to protect your legs, maintain independence, and stay active as you age, cutting back on sugary beverages is one of the most effective steps you can take. Wouldn't it be better to walk confidently, climb stairs with ease, and stay on your feet longer, all without sacrificing flavor? That change begins with what you choose to drink today. Drink number 2, alcohol, the slow mobility killer. Now let's take a closer look at a different kind of drink, one that's often associated with celebration, relaxation, or social connection: alcohol. Whether it's a glass of wine with dinner, a weekend beer with friends, or a cocktail at a family gathering, alcohol feels deeply woven into everyday life. But while it may seem like a harmless habit, alcohol quietly impacts your mobility balance and muscle strength in ways most people don't realize until the effects are already limiting their freedom. The first major issue with alcohol is how it interferes with protein synthesis, the body's process for repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue. For aging adults, maintaining muscle is critical to staying upright, steady, and strong. But alcohol slows or stops this repair process, which over time leads to muscle deterioration. The legs are often the first to suffer because they carry the body's full weight and require constant strength for walking, climbing stairs, and maintaining balance. This form of muscle weakening is known as alcoholic myopathy, and it's more common than you might think. Seniors with regular or heavy alcohol intake often experience shrinking of the leg muscles, fatigue during simple movements, and even trembling or loss of coordination. And this isn't just a concern for heavy drinkers. Even modest but regular intake can have a long-term effect, especially when paired with age-related muscle loss. Nutrient depletion is another critical problem. Alcohol disrupts your body's ability to absorb calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium, all of which play essential roles in maintaining bone density, nerve function, and overall muscular health. Without these nutrients, bones become fragile, joints become stiff, and muscles lose their resilience. This means higher risks of fractures, especially in the hips, legs, and ankles. For seniors, a single fall can lead to months of lost mobility or permanent reduction in independence. Alcohol also affects the brain. It impacts the cerebellum, the area responsible for balance and motor coordination. When that function is impaired even slightly, it increases your chance of stumbling, losing your footing, or falling on uneven surfaces. And unlike occasional dizziness, the effects of chronic alcohol exposure on balance tend to linger. Over time, seniors may find themselves needing assistance to move around safely, even if they never experienced serious issues before. Then there's the issue of dehydration. Alcohol acts as a diuretic, meaning it causes your body to expel more fluids than it takes in. This dehydration affects joint lubrication, muscle elasticity, and even blood flow, all vital components of lower body performance. Combine this with hot weather exercise or certain medications, and the risk of cramps, stiffness, and circulatory strain rises dramatically. One of the most deceptive aspects of alcohol is how subtle its damage can be. You may not feel anything the next day aside from mild soreness or grogginess, but over months or years, these effects build slowly, chipping away at your mobility, reaction time, and ability to recover from physical stress. By the time a serious fall or chronic joint issue emerges, the underlying contributors may have been in place for years. Many people wonder, isn't a glass of wine a day supposed to be good for you? In some cases, red wine may offer cardiovascular benefits, but that doesn't mean it's ideal for your legs, muscles, or joints. Especially as we age, the body's tolerance for alcohol decreases, and the balance between benefit and risk shifts dramatically. The truth is, even moderate alcohol intake can accelerate mobility issues in older adults. That's why small changes matter. Consider limiting alcohol to special occasions or choosing lower alcohol options. Alternate alcoholic beverages with water. Choose mocktails made from sparkling water, citrus mint, and fresh fruit. They're festive, flavorful, and leg-friendly. What matters most is creating a lifestyle where your drinks support your body, not sabotage it. The ultimate goal isn't restriction, it's strength. Your legs deserve better than habits that make them weaker. Every decision you make about what you drink can either move you forward or quietly hold you back. And the best time to make that change is now. Drink number 3. Artificially sweetened beverages, the deceptive substitute. While many people are now aware of the dangers of sugary drinks and alcohol, there's another category that often flies under the radar: artificially sweetened beverages. These include diet sodas, sugar-free energy drinks, flavored waters, and even some brands of zero-calorie iced teas. Marketed as the healthier alternative, these drinks may seem like the smart choice for seniors trying to manage their weight, blood sugar, or calorie intake. But in reality, these artificial sweeteners could be silently undermining your muscle strength and mobility. The problem begins with how artificial sweeteners affect your brain and metabolism. Substances like aspartame sucralose and acesulfame potassium are chemically designed to be far sweeter than regular sugar. When your taste buds detect this intense sweetness, your brain expects a corresponding energy delivery calories to match. But when those calories never arrive, your metabolism can become confused. Over time, this disconnect may disrupt insulin signaling, increase cravings, and alter the way your body stores fat, all of which impact your energy levels and muscular function. But that's just the surface. Recent studies have linked high consumption of artificial sweeteners to decreased muscle density and poor physical performance in older adults. Some research suggests that certain sweeteners may even interfere with gut microbiota, the community of good bacteria in your digestive system that influences nutrient absorption, inflammation, and immune function. A compromised gut can mean fewer nutrients delivered to your muscles and bones, slower repair, and increased inflammation, particularly in the lower limbs. Another concern is the impact of artificial sweeteners on hydration and kidney health. Some diet beverages contain additives and preservatives that stress the kidneys, which play a critical role in filtering waste and maintaining fluid balance. When kidney function declines even slightly, it can cause swelling in the legs, reduced endurance, and increased muscle fatigue. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to these effects as kidney function naturally declines with age. What's more deceptive is the psychological effect. Because artificially sweetened drinks are marketed as safe or guilt-free, people often consume more than they would with regular beverages. This can lead to overhydration with fluids that offer little nutritional support and may even harm long-term joint and muscle health. The idea of "I'm drinking something healthy" masks the reality that the body still suffers, just in different ways. Many older adults have switched to diet soda as a way to reduce sugar, thinking they've made a better choice. But if you've been relying on these drinks daily, it's worth rethinking. Are your legs feeling more tired than they should? Do you notice swelling, stiffness, or less balance after standing or walking? These might not be just age-related issues. They could be connected to what you're drinking. So what's the alternative? Stick with drinks that hydrate and nourish. Unsweetened herbal teas, naturally flavored water with fruit or herbs, and plain filtered water are all excellent choices. If you crave bubbles, opt for mineral water with a slice of lemon or cucumber. If you want something richer, try low-sugar smoothies made with real fruits, leafy greens, and a touch of protein. The goal isn't to strip away everything enjoyable, it's to replace hidden threats with real support. Your body, especially your legs, deserves beverages that contribute to healing, strength, and flexibility, not confusion and inflammation. Just like food, your drink choices should nourish every step you take. Artificial sweeteners might promise 0 calories, but they come at a hidden cost. And when it comes to aging well, protecting your legs, and staying mobile, that cost may be far too high. How these drinks compound the problem over time. When you think about the impact of sugary drinks, alcohol, and artificial sweeteners individually, each one seems manageable, maybe even harmless in small amounts. But here's what many seniors don't realize. It's not just about the one glass of soda, or the nightly wine, or the zero-calorie drink you think is helping your diet. It's the accumulation of these choices over time and how they quietly compound their damage. Each of these beverages disrupts your body in different ways. Sugar promotes inflammation and muscle breakdown. Alcohol strips away essential nutrients and damages coordination. Artificial sweeteners alter your metabolism, gut health, and hydration. But what they all share is this: they slowly eat away at your foundation of mobility, your legs. The loss of leg strength rarely happens overnight. It begins subtly. A bit more soreness after walking, needing to rest sooner when climbing stairs, maybe a slip that didn't used to happen. And gradually your muscles weaken, your bones lose density, your balance gets shakier, and your confidence fades. Before long, activities you used to enjoy become harder or avoided altogether. And the consequences are serious. Reduced mobility means less independence. It means relying more on others, or worse, facing long recovery times from preventable injuries. Falls become more common and more dangerous. Every missed step, every slow reaction becomes a risk you never saw coming. But here's the good news: this isn't inevitable. Your body may be aging, but it still listens. It still responds to the choices you make, especially when those choices involve what you drink every single day. It's not about giving up everything you love. It's about making smarter swaps, being informed, and building a future where your legs carry you with strength and confidence, step after step, year after year. So where do you start? You don't need to make huge changes overnight. You just need to shift your habits bit by bit in a direction that supports your legs instead of draining them. Start with a 7-day challenge. For the first 3 days, replace all sugary drinks with water, herbal tea, or lemon water. You'll likely notice your joints feel less stiff and your energy stays more consistent. From days 4 to 7, add calcium-rich hydration like milk or fortified plant-based options to your routine. These not only support bone health, but help replenish nutrients lost from years of poor beverage choices. And throughout the week, make sure you begin hydrating first thing in the morning before your joints even have a chance to feel sluggish. Just 1 glass before 9 a.m. can change how your legs move for the rest of the day. Add 5 minutes of light movement each morning, simple stretches or ankle circles to improve blood flow and remind your legs they're still strong, still capable, and still in the game. Because here's the truth: your legs are more resilient than you think. Yes, age slows certain things down, but it doesn't erase your body's ability to bounce back. Even if you've been drinking sugary sodas or wine for decades, the moment you stop feeding the problem, healing begins. That's the power of choice. That's the strength you still hold. Every better decision you make, every glass of clean water, every skipped soda, every mindful movement is a step toward reclaiming your mobility. Your legs don't belong to the past. They belong to your future. If today's video gave you even one new insight about what's really in your glass and how it's affecting your legs, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more seniors like you find the truth about everyday habits and make better choices for their bodies. We want to hear from you too. Is there a drink you've been thinking about cutting back on? Or maybe you've already made a change and felt the difference. Drop a comment below and share your experience. It might inspire someone else. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We're building a community of strong, informed, and independent seniors, one practical tip at a time. You deserve to feel confident in every step. Let's keep walking forward together.